Well, hello again, everybody. Because of my exciting life, I'm looking through the circulars. I'm planning my activities for the day. Well, tuna, 12 for $12. Bumblebee, albacore. How many ounces? Oh my God, let's make this print a little smaller. Oh, 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 it's a 5-ounce can. And I definitely have my tuna because I have my protein from tuna. Ooh. Home economics too. In addition to comedy and social justice, home economics too, everybody. Look. I entertain myself at all times. That's what happens. When you're not a people person, I am a people person, though. Let me retract that. I'm very much a people person. I just don't like to hang around a lot of crowds because I pick up on people's energy. And a lot of people are just, who they present to be and who they really are, two different characters. It's almost like as if you go into, with a lot of people, it's like it's a photocopy episode. It's like the person you see is not the real person, all right? And then when you see that real person, it's like a photocopy. You're like, wow, what happened to that person that I know? Who are you? Anyway, let's get back to home economics. They have Freshetta. Oh, okay. ShopRite. This is ShopRite. You could sponsor me. Wakefern. I am a very big fan, excuse me, of Wakefern. Freshetta, $2.99. $2.99. And that is a 17.71 to 30.88 ounce package. Oh. Tresemme, 2 for $5. Scott toilet paper. We have to make sure we maintain our toilet paper levels so that they must be high. You never know. Home economics. Well, like I said in all my other videos, I have always been very good with finances. I've always maintained money very well. Math was never actually my strong suit, but when it came to making money and counting money, yeah, that was, always good. And I used to go shopping at the age of 10 years old for the family. So I just learned how to, it's like, excuse me, it's like a natural skill. Like some people, they could sing, they could dance, they could draw, everybody, we have our own skill set. What you could do better than me doesn't make me any less than you, and vice versa. You understand? So never look at anybody to think like that somebody else is better than you because they could do something you can't. It's called, we have different levels of intellect. We have linguistics, we have artistic, we have spatial, we have social skills, we have mathematical skills, the 7 types of SMART. Mathematical, I said interpersonal, music. You have people that are talented musically. Anyway, there's 7 different levels. But home economics, yes, home economics is very important, everybody. Because listen, if you don't know how to maintain a budget for a household, how do you survive and pay your bills? So it's all about survival. It's about maintaining, And now I'm going to segue into something very, very, very important. This is a political topic. Why have there not been any policies implemented to give the migrants work permits. It makes no sense. So you're allowing the federal government, you need to wake the blank up. Federal government, Mayorkas, you all need to wake up. You all need to come out with a plan. I'll write it for you, okay? Every migrant that comes into the country that is seeking asylum, once they're processed, they get a work permit. Do you think these people want to come here and stay in hotels and live off the dole? No. Migrants who come here to our country, you can get like a family of 4, a family of 6, that they'll live in a studio apartment. They'll live in a 1-bedroom crammed up. And in 3 to 5 years, they will buy a home. Okay, they will buy a home because they're gonna work. They're gonna reap the rewards from what the lazy people don't want to reap from. Okay, because it's not even about lazy. So we're set up in a system where, okay, myself, right, when I was younger, my son and I, we had gotten public assistance, right? It was like a measly nothing. Anyway, I always worked. I used to bartend. I used to waitress. I used to work as a hostess. I used to do temp work. I worked as a cashier. Okay, so what had happened was my son's great-grandmother bought him savings bonds, all right? And she put his Social Security number on it. They shut down, it was public assistance. They shut the case down. And I said, okay, so, well, you know that I work, so you give me these little morsels. Okay, well, here, I'm ready to work, pay for childcare. And what it is, you could make $7 or $5 over, and then your health insurance will be cut, which makes no sense. This is before Obamacare. If you're receiving any kind of assistance, like food assistance, they'll cut. I mean, it's just, but yet you have corporations that get billion-dollar breaks. So there's a system that's set up that either you have to have like a nest egg, and that's set aside that you have that, because the way that the system is set up, it's set up to have people fail. It's set up to have people fail. It's set up to have people fail so that those on the top can remain on the top, and they can implement these policies where, they say that they're for the people, but meanwhile they're for their own pockets, and that needs to stop. So yeah, the migrants that are here need work permits. Why you're not giving them work permits is so stupid. It's like, let the system fail. Let all the people that are anti-immigration, all of those people that are anti-immigration, they are descendants of migrants, so they could basically, what they could do, right? And what they could do is not something that I would say. Oh, I got this light behind my head. I don't want that light behind my head. My head's big enough. Anyway, that's what they need to do. Work permits. Work permits. You have all these unoccupied office buildings, all this space. Turn them into living quarters. Listen, I've worked with the city since 1985. My stepfather worked for sanitation. I was always like, I had to know everything as a kid because I was like the news reporter. I wanted to know, like, okay, where are you going? Who are you with? What are they driving? What's their mother's name? No. The Beam administration, they did all kinds of deals to occupy different space. Okay, then you had after Beam. Who came in after Beam? I forget the chronological order, but okay, the Koch administration, they did the same thing. They get these different buildings, they occupy these spaces, they put city employees in there. Okay, and then the turnaround keeps on going. And then the same thing, when I worked for Department of Design, the DEP merged with what the heck was it? Department of Transportation, DEP, and it was Office Map. Forgot what it was. Anyway, 3 agencies merged. Okay, so it's like they make these deals, right? They occupied a space out in Long Island City. So it actually wasn't a bad commute. Just I lived on 28th, so I would take the 6 up to 51st Street, then take the E or the F over to Hunters Point. Anyway, they had a shuttle bus there, but then this building, this building was occupied. They had nothing there. But that was a deal that was made. During the Giuliani administration. So that's what my point is. My point is that there's all these backroom deals that are made to occupy this space and to get, this money from the federal government or this from the state to allocate here, there, and everywhere. You got all these office spaces. Make them into housing. Start using your brains instead of, just sitting around and having rubber chicken at conferences, because that's what a lot of these things are. It's like they have these stupid conferences. They're sitting around. Everybody's talking. Everybody's got an input. Here's my input. Make living spaces out of that. But anyway, I got things to do. The caffeine is kicked in, and I gotta go because, well, it's gonna be my day out. Anyway. Oh, Sir Tom, love you too. Who's this? Hi, who's that? Hi, Tom. Who are you? Okay. I don't know who Sir Tom is. Hi, Sir Tom. Anyway, Miss Patricia is going to sign off. Have a great day, everybody. Give them work permits. Mayor Adams, Kathy Hochul, Governor Hochul, Joe Biden, Mayorkas. Let's go. Chop, chop. Make it happen. You got the power. Sir Tom, love you. Okay. Sir Tom, love you. Okay. Hi, Sir Tom. I don't know who you are. Probably some bot. Anyway, bye, Sir Tom. Bye, everybody. Bye. Hannaford. Oh, ShopRite is waiting for me. Bye.